Hi, I'm Rita Wilkins, also known as the Downsizing Designer. I had a wonderful conversation with a client the other day, and I wanted to share it with you because she had some very valuable insights, and what she shared with me is so true. So what she said was, now that we've decluttered our home, we don't want to move. When I first met with them over 6 months ago, they asked me if I would help them assess whether they should stay in an age in place or whether they should downsize. So I have developed a particular design process to help clients determine which might be the better direction for them to take. So I went through my step-by-step process with them and even did some preliminary designs if they did choose to age in place, and did some preliminary designs for the approximate size of home that they might want to buy. So, you know, the process is both analytical and also aesthetic. So anyway, I went through that process with them, and they ultimately decided that they wanted to downsize to a home that had a first floor bedroom suite. But before they did all of that, it was quite apparent that they needed to declutter by a lot. So when I first walked through their home with them, there was the obvious clutter, you know, far too much furniture or far too much just about everything, but particularly furniture that had been passed down to them or that they had inherited. But what also became evident was their penchant for visiting antique shops and flea markets and resale shops. They knew they didn't need one more thing in their home, but in her own words, she said they couldn't resist a good bargain. So their home was filled with knickknacks, collectibles of many different kinds, old books, old records, you name it, they had it. And they could probably have almost started their own resale shop. So in addition to having too much furniture, too many collectibles, they also had a collection of what she called good finds from yard sales. They went on yard sale excursions every single week, so it had become a habit, and it had become a pastime with them. Because they were both in their mid-60s, still in good health, but they realized that one day, you know, their health could change, and for either one of them, and that ascending the stairs could possibly be difficult. So they knew they had to declutter before they could put their home on the market. So together we created a 3-month plan to declutter their home from top to bottom, week by week. So we used multiple decluttering methods to help them stay motivated and inspired for the entire 3-month decluttering journey. Because we set a 3-month goal, because they were committed, and because we committed to a week-by-week plan with milestones and with accountability, they were able to donate, sell, or dispose of much of that excess clutter and accumulation from their entire home in just 3 months. So she was very proud of that fact, and I was very proud of them too, because it was a lot of work. So while that decluttering process isn't easy, it is a lot of work. It does take commitment and dedication. They stuck with it, so their house was now ready for the market. But the funny thing was, and this was part of the conversation, she said, Rita, the more we live in the home that is now decluttered, the more we fell in love with it all over again. So this has happened to me before. It was just such a wonderful conversation. She was so clear and articulate about how much decluttering changed their thoughts about the house that they were living in. So when she called me the other day, she said, now that we've decluttered, we don't want to move again. So we want to stay in our home. So we decided to stay, and will you help us with plans for aging in place? So that's what we're up to right now. We're creating plans for first floor living for them, and they get to stay in the home and the neighborhood that they love. So this is why I love what I do. It's why I love my clients. I just wanted to share this story with you. It's kind of a day in the life of a designer, and I've been experiencing it every day for the last 35 plus years. So I just wanted to let you know, and hopefully you've gained some insight from this as well. So if you're considering decluttering, or if you are considering downsizing, let's talk. I do have a free 30-minute consult. You can go to my website, Rita Wilkins at ritawilkins.com. Take care.